everyone, I am back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video in which I react to the information for the new Dokkan Festival Perfect Form Cell along with the Android 8 inside unit. So, without further ado, let's just get into the animations and let's freaking go! Oh, yay. Honestly, her animations look pretty solid for a sideband unit, in all honesty. Pretty solid for a side character.
I welcome any and all who think they can beat me. If you dare.
And of course, we have the spell. That facial animation was absolutely awesome, and he also opens a domain with the Cell Games Arena, y'all. That's absolutely awesome. Oh. Honestly, he looks very, very aesthetically pleasing with these animations. I am a fan of what's going on here with the just the opening announcement for the Cell games on TV to the active to this freaking revival skill. Where he just
I won't fall for the same trick twice.
Oh my gosh, yeah, he just completely just says, nope, I'm gonna regenerate from that. And of course, what's a cell without a good looking Kamehameha? So, honestly, on the animation side, it does look pretty good. It does look, in my opinion, above average. I think these units have some really great shots of animation going on, especially this intro.
I welcome any and all who think they can
This,
beat
the
me.
opening of the Cell game. Oh, that looks so good. And then it leads straight into the domain. It leads straight into the domain of the Cell
I suppose you think I'll warm up.
games. Ah! If you have not done so already, consider liking this video. And if you have not done so already, consider subscribing and turn on notifications so you can stay up to date with all of my latest videos. Alrighty, y'all. Overall, animations look pretty good, but I'm gonna go ahead and see how his kit holds up in my opinion, and then I will go ahead and give my overall thoughts. But I do just want to say
I won't
it
fall
is
for the
right
same
after
trick
anniversary,
twice.
so do not be surprised when I still say I am going to skip this character. No disrespect intended. I just don't want to spend Dragon Stones right now, okay? Like, I have been summoning, so I just want a little bit of a break and save for some more absolute peak, y'all, absolute peak. But, no, I do think the cell still looks aesthetically very good. 18 still looks aesthetically very good. So, gonna get straight into those hits and 10 wrap things starting with the Android 18 unit, she is super physical with the leader skill of World Hermit or Peppy Gal's Key 3 and HP attack defense 130. Pretty standard for a side unit, and she has the basic effects of attack and defense 180, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super, randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow, all allies key 2 and attack defense 30%, and a further boost to tournament participant category allies attack defense and chance of performing a critical hit plus 18%. When she attacks with 12 or more keys, she gains attack defense 180%. When there are 3 or more tournament participant category allies on the team, she gains high chance of performing a crit and launches another additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack. And when she is the second or third attacker in the turn, she gains great chance of evading enemies' attack. And honestly, she seems like a pretty solid support side unit. Definitely, she fulfills the purpose of what a great side unit is supposed to do. Absolutely be a ridiculously good support option for the team, and she definitely fulfills that role in my opinion. So I'd say she is actually a very, 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 very hard W side unit. She is a W. Let me know what y'all think, but I think that she is a massive, massive, massive W for the team. Moving on to her link set. She has Android Assault, Battlefield Diva, Brainiac, Twin Terror, Shocking Speed, Infinite Energy, and Fierce Battle. Categories: World Tournament, Peppy Gals, Majin Buu Saga. Tournament participants: Android, Siblings, Bond, Worthy Rivals, and Battle of Wits. I will make mention, it's a little weird that they chose an Android 18 from the Majin Buu Saga instead of, an Android 18 from the Cell Saga, where we're having a literal Cell unit from the Cell games. Definitely an interesting choice in my opinion, but nothing too bad to complain about. With the super attack of Destructo Disc, dealing greatly raising attack defense for one turn and causing supreme damage with a great chance of stuff. Overall, she is a great support unit for freaking sure. Now, moving on to the main attractions. Moving on to the Cell, he is Extreme STR with the leader skill of tournament participants or worldwide chaos category key 3 HP 200 and attack defense 170, plus an additional HP attack defense 50% for characters who also belong to the androids or accelerated battle horde. Now, I think that leader skill is honestly pretty interesting, especially the tournament participant, because that includes a lot of very, very good characters. Namely, the first thing I can think of is all of the participants of the tournament of power would be on that skill. So you can have strong characters like Tech Ultra Instinct, AGL Jiren, AGL Ultra Instinct on that category. Definitely think that is a interesting leader skill for sure. Doesn't seem like an overtly strong leader set. It just seems like a leader set that could generate some interesting combinations. The second part about the leader skill definitely feels niche, to say the least. Yeah, it definitely feels a little niche, but I feel like you can definitely make something work. Not the worst leader skill, not the best. Definitely something to take note of. Now, moving on to his passive skill, he activates the entrance animation when there is a tournament participant category enemy or another tournament participant category ally at the start of the character's attacking turn, and he gets a high chance of performing a critical hit, launches an additional super attack, and creates the domain Cell Games Arena for 5 turns. So he definitely gets quite a bit on his intro. Hey, look, it's a very good looking intro for freaking sure, y'all. It's a good looking intro, and yet high chance crit launches additional super and creates the domain on the intro. Definitely gonna want to have that up. Not too tough on the restrictions either, which is definitely very, 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 very good. Basic effects: P2, attack defense 200%, damage reduction rate plus 20, launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super attack when there is a tournament participant enemy attack defense 50%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack 150%. For every attack performed, he gets defense plus 30 up to 150. And when the character is KO'd, he revives with HP fully recovered. He has the same type of revival mechanic as a character like the physical metal cooler has, where he just if he dies, he instantly is able to revive himself, which is definitely, definitely very, very good. And after he or an ally's revival skill is activated, damage reduction rate 30% temporarily when receiving a super attack, and after his revival skill is activated, he gains a further damage reduction rate of 15%, and he guards. Okay. Okay, definitely seems his defense increases after he takes that big revival skill. Definitely showing his evolution in the battlefield. Okay, he definitely seems like an interesting character for freaking sure. Active skill. Deadly Showdown begins. Can be activated when HP is 70% or less, or starting from the fourth turn from the character's entry turn. Pretty good conditions. Pretty good conditions. Active skill effect. P2 and attack defense 35% in battle. Now, I will have to admit, active skills like these are my least favorite active skills. Why? Because you're basically always prompted to use the active skill, and I think active skills should have at least some slight component of strategy involved to them, like a key moment where I need this ability, or I need to use this fusion now instead of later, or should I stack the transformation, or do I transform now because I need to finish? Stuff like that. I think that is more so the things I want out of an active skill. However, does it still work? Yes, it still works for an active skill, and of course, more stats. Always good. Always good to have more stats on a character. With that being said, I think overall he looks solid. He definitely looks solid. Nothing that's screaming off the page to me, although he does have quite a bit of damage. But he could have quite a bit of defensive value. He doesn't look like an absolute wall, but he sounds like he could definitely take a beating and still continue on fighting for freaking sure, y'all. For freaking sure. He definitely seems like an interesting character. Not something I would say go super hard on, which is definitely going to lead me into saying I am definitely going to be skipping this personally. It's after the anniversary. I want to save for the next major celebration myself. So while I am personally skipping, y'all can do what you want. If you are summoning, good freaking luck as always. But I am just personally saying I will be skipping, but he doesn't seem too bad at all. He definitely seems like he could do some interesting things on the battlefield for sure at first glance. Okay, his link set: Gentleman, Messenger from the Future, Kamehameha, Big Bad Bosses, Shocking Speed, Ultimate Life Form, and Fierce Battle. The categories: Tournament Participants, Worldwide Chaos, Android Accelerated Battle, Transformation Boost, Time Travelers, Artificial Life Forms, Kamehameha, Android Cell Saga, Target Goku, Power Absorption, Sworn Enemies, and Powerful Comeback. With the super attack effect, greatly raises attack defense for one turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. And that is a beam type super. Oh, yeah. Also, I want to go back and see the Destructo Disc is an other super. And definitely, I would say it is very relevant that his super attack is a beam super because notifications have been going around a little bit. Like, no? Like, definitely, it has mattered now more than in the past, whether you have a beam super or a strike super or an other super, for example. So, definitely something that wouldn't affect most battles, but something you should very much so keep in mind with Cell. overall, I'd say the Android 18 is definitely an interesting support unit for the team. And Cell looks like he is a very, very, very interesting unit for sure. He doesn't jump out to me as extremely powerful must summon, but I'd say he's definitely not bad. I would definitely suggest, at least for myself, that I am going to absolutely skip because y'all have seen what I've been doing recently. I've been summoning a lot lately, so I'm gonna, be saving Dragon Stones for the major, major celebrations. That's just a smart tactic in general. But definitely doesn't seem too bad to summon on. So let's get straight into the final thoughts of this video. Okay, everyone, hopefully y'all enjoyed this breakdown of the new Android 18 as well as the perfect form cell. Overall, I definitely say that they are solid. They are solid. Animations definitely look pretty snazzy, I'd say. I actually like what the animations are doing a lot. And, just a little detail of the battle motion is something I fucking love, Dokkan. I love all the innovation they've been putting into this game lately. It just screams just so much about just how much they're committed to making this game absolutely stellar, y'all. Absolutely stellar. But with that being said, that'll have to do it for this Dokkan battle video. Overall, definitely think Cell is just an okay character. Nothing screams too crazy about his kit. So that's what I think about him. Still, definitely glad that he was introduced into the game. Definitely seemed like a great addition for the teams that he's going to be supporting. And with that being said, I will get on out of here. Hopefully y'all enjoyed, and until next time, bye. Bye.